Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are catching up in my reading journal. It has been quite a few months. We are starting in May, and the reason I put this off is because I literally didn't read anything in May. May was my book release month, so I was so busy editing and getting everything ready for that book release, which was near the end of it. It was May 26th, so please check out Crossed by Chains if you are interested in a motorcycle romance slash Columbiana vibe story. But yeah, I started a few books. I actually think I finished one or two, but I didn't think that it was enough to warrant its own video. So here we are. I did not prioritize reading. I picked up a book whenever I felt like it, and that was how my reading went for the month. So I actually finished two books, but they were audiobooks. I first read House of Sky and Breath and then House of Flame and Shadow. I also started Crossed Signals by Hannah Cohen. Not the biggest fan, just the characters weren't my vibe, the writing style wasn't what I really was enjoying at the time, and I think starting a physical book also, while being so stressed, very much added to my reading experience, whereas listening to an audiobook was very much an escape. I was cleaning while listening to it, putting my son down for his nap while I was listening to it, so I was able to kind of immerse myself within the story, whereas physically reading, I just wasn't getting the experience that I think this book actually deserved. Maybe I'll read it again in the future because I really do love Hannah Cohen's writing. So yeah, definitely not in the right mindset, I think, for any physical novels, which is a bummer because, like I said, I really love Hannah Cohen's writing, and I always do a favorite of the month, and House of Flame and Shadow is definitely it. Okay, moving into June. June was a pretty good reading month, especially coming out of a month where I didn't really read anything. I did stick with a few audiobooks. I did read some physical, and it was a pretty good month. I was a little more into Crossed Signals because I actually finished Crossed Signals in June. I was having a little bit of a better time with it now that I wasn't so stressed out, which is great. I did read my own novel, Crossed by Chains, for prep for plotting book 2. So I did add my own book on this list. I also read Claimed by My Bully Alpha by Anna Kendra. I don't know, wasn't my vibe. I saw it on one of those like ads on TikTok, thought I would pick it up. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't something I was super interested in either. Very repetitive, and the characters, in my own opinion, were getting a little sufferable, and it was driving me nuts, so I had to put that down. I then listened to Empire of Storms. That was the last book I finished in June, but I started listening to Kingdom of Ash as well. one thing I haven't spoken about is the actual decoration of my journal at all this year, actually. I've been kind of linking things that I can find down below. But most of the pet tapes I've been getting are from the Washi tape shop or Amazon. I've also really been enjoying printing out my headers and just cutting them out by hand. It gives me some little fun play learning Canva a little bit more. I've really been enjoying that. I also love doing color schemes and figuring out themes. I'm just having fun in my reading journal this year, not taking it super seriously. Again, I haven't really had any standout books yet for the last few months, which is why you're just seeing the overviews being filled in and no actual layouts for individual books. I have done individual pages for Sarah J. Maas Reads in the past, so I didn't feel that it was necessary for the ones that I'm rereading. Just in itself, I didn't think it was necessary, but decoration-wise, some washi tapes. I got a 48 or 42 package of washi tapes, the solid ones, and actually the one I'm using here, the watercolor type one, is also from Amazon, but the pet tapes, so the stickers, are from the washi tape shop. In May, I actually used a sticker book from Erin Condren. I think it's called the Wildflowers. It's actually the planner duo that I have as my personal planner, so I used the sticker book actually in May, and the rest of them I used for the reading journal layout. And I'll just talk about July here as well. Again, the actual solid washi tapes are from that big pack that I had gotten, and the other stickers are also from Amazon. I love this navy blue and gold with a little bit of brown. And last but not least, setting up July. I have been playing around with different layouts for, or how I'm actually constructing my calendars. In this video, I was just gonna leave it as a single highlight for the month, but I really love having actual lines within my calendar, so I really couldn't leave it like that. It was gonna drive me nuts. But I really enjoyed this month. I have already read quite a few books that I am excited to actually make some pages for, and you will see that in the next video for my July wrap-up and then my August setup. I am going to leave you guys now to watch the rest, but thank you so much for liking my content and sticking around. We are growing slowly but surely here on my little corner of the internet, and my heart is so full for every single one of you. Thank you, and I will catch you in my next one.